Ever since I learned about green matcha and the benefits of it, I love having it first thing in the morning. Hey y'all, I'm Lana. Welcome back to our channel. If you can't tell, I'm a notes person. Honestly, since I've had children, I feel like I'm on overload. I have binders of my recipes. I have a binder for our garden. I have a binder for our chickens. That's just something that works for me and my family. So my husband needs a creamer. I'm going to go ahead and make him our homemade creamer today. We're going to use coconut cream, some dates, vanilla, salt, some other good stuff to make it nice, delicious, and flavorful. Since my husband likes flavor to his creamer, I'm going to be making a caramelized flavor creamer. Here's my friend. I love using the food processor for a lot of different things in the kitchen. It's a great way just to make a bunch of homemade things. Anyone else have this little benefit to their salt shaker where you get to a point where all you gotta do is just open the top and there's your little teaspoon of salt. Here are my nice soaked dates. I'm gonna go ahead and save this water for my kids. I can make them a yummy little drink. And I'm gonna process this. Now that that's done, we're gonna do a little taste test. There's normally a little bit of foam at the top. I think I made more than a bottle. Oh, I did. No spilling over. And now, we're just gonna refrigerate this. Now for the rest of this, I think I'm gonna use it to top something on like a mango pudding. Since I don't have my coconut cream and I use coconut milk, I'm gonna try to thicken it by adding a fruit, maybe some raspberries. Mangoes were a little bit over-ripened. That's why it's not a bright orange, it's more of a brown. I'm gonna try to top it off with a pretty little cream, whatever was left over here. And to thicken that so it sets on top like a nice light cream, I'm going to try to add some raspberries. We'll see how that works. So we have a few raspberries. Add the rest of this. Again, I'm not sure how this is gonna work or how it's going to look. Prayerfully, it's gonna be delicious and the kids will love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use just a scoop. Just gently stir. And there we have it. And as it sets, the chia seeds will soak in some of that cream and help thicken the cream. Look how pretty that is. There's the mango pudding. So let's go ahead and top it off. Again, I can save this, maybe even mix it with this, and make some other pudding for the kids. And top it off with some raspberries to give the kids an option to have fresh raspberries. And there we have it. It smells like an ice cream to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add, and we'll see what it becomes of it. It's all about experimenting, isn't it? You can always add more chia seeds to plump it up. Now, of course, if you add too much and there's not enough flavor, just like my kids, they're not gonna eat it. Now, before I add some more chia seeds, I'm gonna taste this and see where we are with flavor. So I don't think that it will thicken. I can add a little bit of chia seeds. And then I think I'll add a little bit of my fermented homemade yogurt. So here's my yogurt, and you can tell that it's separated from the bottom. If you've never made your own fermented coconut yogurt, you should try it. It is delicious. I'm not one that really likes coconut flavors, but there are certain things when I make them at home, the flavor, you just You can't compare it to anything else. I like to make my own fermented coconut yogurt for many reasons. One of them being probiotics. The live cultures are so important, especially for your kids' gut microbiomes. And there you have it. Another snack for the kids. Delicious. You know exactly what's in it. Just tossing everything together and look what turned out. So now, some more liquid gold. Now I could just go ahead and pour it into these little bottles, which I might pour a little bit in here. I just recycle bottles because you can use them for other things, especially when you home make so many of your things. This one is a maple syrup bottle, which it won't hurt to have a little bit of maple in my vanilla extract. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that. Instead of buying a little bottle of vanilla extract for $10 a pop, I'm going to keep it in a dark, cool area. Now I want to make fermented purple cabbage that actually a friend had shared with me a while back, and I'm so grateful to her. First I'll go ahead and wash my apples. Now the beauty to peeling the apples is that I'm not just going to throw away the skins. I could go feed them to the chickens, but what I'm going to do is make apple skin chips. The kids love them. And then I can use the cores of the apples to make my apple cider vinegar. I got it in one peel. That reminds me of that movie. So now I have all these peels for a quick snack for later for the kids I can make. Now I need my purple cabbage. I'm going to save some leaves to press the cabbage down. So my method is chop the cabbage very thinly and shred the apples. Isn't the purple cabbage such a beautiful plant? I'm going to switch out these pots because normally for my big batches I need that huge pot. I probably won't use as many apples either. I normally look through these pieces, and if I find large chunks that I think should be chopped up into smaller, finer pieces, I'll remove them and set them aside, and I'll cut those up. I just prefer the smaller pieces. So here's my little bag of apple cores. I normally collect and freeze them until I decide to go ahead and make my apple cider vinegar. Now we'll go ahead and shred all of these apples. Now we have our shredded apples. And now we're just going to go ahead and smush and crunch away. Crunch until there's no more crunch. And then just fill your jar and you're done. I normally like to pick a larger jar just because the juice could overflow while it sits and ferments. This jar is a little bit too big, but we can still make it work. Now I'm just going to press it down and cover it with the leaves. I'll probably just use a leaf. I'll use these for dinner. There we go. So let's go ahead and go outside and start our seed planting. Thanks for watching.
Look at her hair,